Hello. So today we'll be doing second grade math, two-digit subtraction without regrouping. And so we'll learn subtracting tens and ones and number line jumps, and then we'll have some practice. So let's show the first video. This is an introductory video from the channel Elementary Math with Mr. J.
Welcome to Math with Mr. J. In this video, I'm going to cover how to subtract two-digit numbers, and these problems will be without regrouping or borrowing. We have 4 examples that we're going to go through together in order to get this down. Now for numbers 1 and 2, we're going to be using base 10 blocks. These will help us visualize and better understand subtraction. Let's jump into number 1, where we have 37 minus 16. So we're starting with 37 and we are subtracting or taking away 16. To the right of the problem, I have 37 represented by base 10 blocks. So 37 has a 3 in the tens place. That represents 3 tens and has a value of 30. So here are our 3 tens. And then we have a 7 in the ones. So that 7 represents 7 ones and has a value of 7. Here are our 7 ones. Now that we have that, we can subtract. And when we subtract whole numbers, we start with the ones place. So we have 7 ones minus 6 ones. So let's subtract or take away 6 ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now we need to see how many we have left. Well, 1. So we put a 1 in the ones place in our answer. Now we move to the tens. So we have 3 tens minus 1 10. So let's subtract or take away 1 10. 1. Let's see how many we have left. 1, 2. So we put a 2 in the tens place in our answer. Our final answer, 21. Let's go over to the left to the original problem and solve it over there as well and see if we still get 21. Start with the ones. 7 minus 6 gives us 1. Now for the tens. 3 tens minus 1 10. That gives us 2 tens in our answer, for a final answer of 21. Let's move on to number 2, where we have 64 minus 22. So starting with 64 and subtracting or taking away 22. 64 is represented by base 10 blocks, 6 tens and 4 ones. Let's start by subtracting the ones. So 4 minus 2, 4 ones, and we are subtracting or taking away 2 ones. Let's subtract those 2 ones. 1, 2. Let's see how many we have left. 1, 2. So we put a 2 in our answer in the ones place. Now we move to the tens. So we have 6 tens minus 2 tens. So let's subtract those 2 tens from the 6. 1, 2. Now we need to see how many we have left. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So we put a 4 in the tens place in our answer. We have a final answer of 42. Let's solve it to the left as well. So start with the ones. 4 ones minus 2 ones gives us a 2 in the ones place in our answer. As far as the tens, 6 tens minus 2 tens. That gives us 4 tens in our answer. So an answer of 42 over there as well. Let's move on to numbers 3 and 4, and we're going to solve these without the base 10 blocks. Starting with number 3, where we have 98 minus 61. Let's start with the ones. 8 ones minus 1 1. That gives us a total of 7 ones in our answer. And as far as the tens, 9 tens minus 6 tens gives us 3 tens. final answer, 37. Lastly, number 4, 75 minus 65. Start with the ones. So we have 5 ones minus 5 ones. That gives us 0 ones. So put a 0 in the ones place. Now for the tens. 7 tens minus 6 tens. That gives us 1 10. So 1 in the tens place in our answer. And a final answer of 10. So there you have it. There's how you subtract two-digit numbers. And those problems were without regrouping or borrowing. I hope that helped. Thanks so much.
So this is from Elementary Math with Mr. J. And here is the title of the video in case you want to go back and watch it. So let's sum up. First, you have to set up the equation so the number you are subtracting goes on the bottom, and then we will subtract the ones place and then the tens place. So let's do some practice. Just erase this. Okay, so the first problem we'll practice with is 35 minus 14. So let's set that up. 35 minus 14. Okay, I want you guys to take a moment to solve this, and then I'll come back. Let's just review how to set it up. We'll have 35 minus 14. So take a moment to solve this, and then we'll go over the answer. Okay, let's go over how to solve this problem. So first, we want to subtract the ones place. So in 35, the ones place is 5, and in 14, the ones place is 4. So 5 minus 4. So here we get 1. Now let's do the tens place. The tens place in 35 is 3, so that's 30. So, and the tens place in 14 is 1. So we get 2 for the tens place, which would be 20. So the final answer is 21. 5 minus 4 is 1. 3 minus 1 is 2. And if you don't completely understand it, don't worry. We're going to do 5 more practice problems. So our next problem is 55 minus 34. So let's put that here. And I want you guys to try to set it up yourselves. As always, you guys will get a moment to solve it, and then I'll go over it. Okay, so let's go over the answer. So first, I hope you guys set it up like this. 55 minus 34. So 5 minus 4, this is the ones place for 55. And this is the ones place for 34. So 5 minus 4 is 1. 5 is the tens place for 55. And for the tens place for 34, we get 3. So 5 minus 3 is 2. So we get our answer as 21. Because we subtracted the ones place and then the tens place. Now we go through number 3. 22 minus 11. So I want you guys to try to solve this, and then we'll go over it. Okay, so let's go over it now. We get 22 minus 11. the ones place here is 2, the ones place here is 1. So 2 minus 1 equals 1. Here, the tens place is 2 for 22, and then for 11, the tens place is 1. So 2 minus 1 is 1. So we get 11. Okay? Now let's do 45 minus 32. And you can just try these problems on a sheet of paper. And you guys can pause the video if you need some more time, but we're going to start going over some of these problems a bit quicker. But you can always pause the video. So 5 is in the ones place, and 2 is in the ones place for 32. So 5 minus 2 is 3. Now in the tens place for 45, we get 4. In the tens place for 32, we get 3. 4 minus 3 is 1. So we get 13. Now we have 73 minus 42. So we have 3 in the ones place, 2 for 73, and then for 42, we have 2 in the ones place. So we get 3 minus 2 equals 1. And then for this one, for the tens place, we get 7 minus 4, which is 3. So we get 31. So we have one more. And I'll take this one a bit slower in case anyone still is struggling a little bit. So we have 94 minus 83. And 94 equals 90, which would be 9 is the tens place, plus 4. So for 90, the ones place is 4. And for 83, the ones place is 3. So 4 minus 3 is 1. And then 9 minus 8 is 1. Which means we get 11 as our answer, because this one is in the tens place, and this one is in the ones place. So hopefully we understand this first part of two-digit subtraction without regrouping. We will also have some homework/practice problems at the end, and I will also go over those. Now we're gonna start with number line jumps. So this video is from a channel called Miss Delic. And as always, here's the video title in case you ever want to go back and watch it again. So now you guys can watch this.
Hey boys and girls, it's Miss Brogan. I'm here to show you another strategy for solving two-digit minus two-digit subtraction problems. So this strategy that we are going to be looking at is our open number line, okay? We draw our open number line by drawing our little sideways carrots on the sides and then doing your best to draw a straight line across connecting the two, okay? So first thing we're gonna do is we are gonna look at our number we are starting with, our number that comes first, and that is 94. Now, when we are using an open number line to add, boys and girls, we always jump over here at the beginning of our number line and put the first number in our equation here. Well, it's important that you think carefully before you just jump and put this 94 somewhere on the number line. We are subtracting 33 from the 94. Okay, you're starting with 94 and taking it away. So if we put 94 over here, then that would be like 94 is getting bigger, like 94 to 104 to 114 and so on. Okay, so we only put 94 over here at the beginning of our number line if it's getting bigger. Okay? Well, we're not adding anything to 94. We are taking something away from 94. We're taking 33 away from 94, so we do not put 94 over here on the number line. All right? It's important that we remember this. Think about what you're doing with the numbers we're given before you place it on the number line. So, now that I know 94 is what I'm starting with, and I'm going to take away from that, so 94 is going to get smaller since I'm taking away that 33. I'm putting 94 over here, boys and girls, because if I'm taking numbers away, 94 is going to go down, 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 down this way. So we're making our jumps backwards. We're taking away and going back. Okay? So I've put 94 on my number line. Now it's time to make my jumps. 33 in expanded form is 30 plus 3. All right? Now, here I go. I'm going to make my jumps with my 10s first. I can make a big jump of 30 if I would like to, or I can make 3 jumps of 10. Let me show you. 1, 2, 3. Okay? And I'm going to label each jump with what I did, just like always. Minus 10, minus 10, minus 10. All right? Now go in and add your tick marks, and we need to label what happened at each tick mark. Okay? How our number, the value of our number changed. 94, take away 10. Well, I know that 94 is only going to change in the tens place because I'm not taking away any ones. I'm just taking away a 10. So if I go down by 1 digit in this tens place, 94, I'm going to end up with 84. 84 take away 10 is 74. 74 take away 10 is 64. All right? There. We did our jumps for taking away 30. Minus 10, minus 10, minus 10. 3 jumps of 10. So now we're at 64. Now it's time to do our little hops for our ones. You do big jumps for 10s, little hops for ones, okay? So I'm going to take away 3. So 1, 2, 3. I'm just going to label up top that I took away 3. Put in your tick marks so we can label them. 64 minus 1. Well, I'm just counting backwards. So 64, what comes before 64? 63. Take away 1. 62. Take away 1 more. We land on 61. Okay, so our answer, boys and girls, for this problem is 61. Okay, I hope this helped, and give it a try.
We tried everything, but Charlie...
So now that we've done that, let's start with number line jumps. So first, we want to set up the line, and then we want to make jumps with the tens place. And then after we make jumps with the tens place, we want to make jumps with the ones place. And you can pause the video to read this if you would like. Let's do some practice problems, and I'm going to walk you guys through these. So, 40 minus 20. So since we're subtracting 20 from 40, and 40 is going to get smaller, we want to put 40 over here. Now, 20 in factored form is just 20, right? Because in the ones place, there's a 0. In the tens place, there's a 2. So, we want to do jumps of 10. So, 1 jump is minus 10. 30. Another jump to 20 is another minus 10, which means together we've subtracted 20. So, we went another 1 jump and another jump. So, 2 jumps because there's 2 in the tens place. And then we get 20. Okay? And as always, if you want to do these problems, you can pause the video. You should pause the video so you can practice them before we go over the answer. Let's do 33 minus 11. So we start with 33. 11 in factored form is 10 plus 1. So we first want to make the jump of in the tens place, right? So first we want to make a jump of, hold up. So first we want to make a jump of minus 10 to 23. Then we have to make the jump in the ones place, which is 1. So we make one jump of minus 1, which is 22. And when you're making the jump in the tens place, you can just subtract 1 from the tens place. So we went from 33 to 23. And now that we're doing the minus 1 jumps, we're subtracting from the ones place. So 23 to 22. And this is our answer. $85 minus 54. So, set up the number line. This one's going to be a bit harder. I'll give you guys a moment to solve this. You can just solve this on your notebook or on a sheet of paper. Okay, so 54 factored is 50 plus 4. So 4 is in the ones place, and then 5 is in the tens place. So that's 50. So first we want to make the jumps in the tens place. Since 5 is in the tens place, we're going to have 5 jumps. So one jump to 75, another jump, another jump, another jump, another jump. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So now we subtracted the tens place, and we end up with 35, because after 5 jumps, we've subtracted 50. Now, we're going to subtract 4. So here, we're going to do 4 jumps of minus 1. Minus 1, minus 1, minus 1, and minus 1. So we get 34, 33, 32, and 31. So what we end up with is 31. Okay, let's keep on moving. $44 minus 31. So here we have it set up with 44 over here. Let's factor 31. So 30 plus 1. So 3 is in the tens place, and 1 is in the ones place. So let's do the jumps. Quick question. How many jumps will we do of minus 10? Just a little quiz for you guys. So the answer is 3. We will do 3 jumps of minus 10 because we have 3 in the tens place. So minus 10, minus 10, minus 10. Now we will do 1 jump of minus 1 because we have 1 in the ones place. And our answer is 13. So let's keep going. Now we'll do 48 minus 34. Okay. Let's do 48. Oh, sorry. Let's set up the number line first. And as always, we put 48 here because we're subtracting from 48. So 48 starts here, and then it gets smaller. Because this side is the larger side, and this side is the smaller side on the number line. So as numbers go to the left, they get smaller. As numbers go to the right, they get bigger. So what's in the tens place here? 3. So 1, 2, 3. So we get 38, then 28, then 18. Now we have to subtract this 4 because that's in the ones place. So we go -1, another -1, -1, and -1. So we get 14 as our answer because we subtracted 10 3 times, and then we subtracted 4 4 times on the number line. Now let's do 75 minus 12. So we have 1 in the tens place, so we have 1 jump of -10 to 65. So then we have 2 in the ones place, right? So what do you guys think? How many jumps will we do of -1? 2 is correct. -1, -1. And we get 63. And so that's it for the lesson on two-digit subtraction without regrouping. Now let's give you some optional, well, if you would like to do these problems, you can do them for extra practice. I would suggest just practicing with these. So you can pause the video, or you can do this whenever you want. You can exit out and then do these problems, and then when you want to come back, you can come back to check your answers. So now I'm going to show the answers to these problems. You can pause the video if you don't want to see them yet. So these are the answers. And now we're going to go over how to do them in case anybody is confused. So let's start. We have 96 minus 24. So for these first 3 problems, we're doing the regular method the first method that we learned. And for the next 3 problems, we're using number lines. So for 96 minus 24, we're going to use the first method we learned, which is where we set it up like this. In the ones place of 96, we have a 6. In the ones place of 24, we have a 4. 6 minus 4 is 2. In the tens place of 96, we have a 9, because 96 equals 90 plus 6. 24 equals 20 plus 4. So 9 minus 2 is 7. So we get 72. So 75 minus 14. So we get 75 minus 14. So what do you guys think is going to end up in the ones place? We have 5 in the ones place of 75, and we're subtracting 4 since we have 14, and 4 is the ones place of 14. If you said 1, you're correct, because 5 minus 4 is 1. Now what do you guys think for the tens place? If you said 7 minus 1 for 6, you're correct. So now we have number 3. And after this, we might do a bit of, you all might be able to do some practice on this, and I'll go over a couple of problems and you all can pause and look over them. We're reaching close to the end, so let's go through these. 5 minus 4 is 1. 5 minus 2 is 3. We had 5 in this one's place, and then 4. 5 in the tens place, and then 2. So now let's do some number line problems. 81 minus 71. As usual, we have 7 in the tens place, so we do 7 jumps. That's 2 jumps, that's 3 jumps, that's 4 jumps, that's 5 jumps, that's 6 jumps, and that's 7 jumps. And then we have 1 in the ones place, so we do 1 jump of minus 1 to get 10. So those are the answers for the first 4 questions. Let's do the last 2. $76 minus 44. So we have minus 40 first. We have 4 in the tens place, and then 4 in the ones place. So let's do 4 jumps of minus 10, since we have 4 in the tens place. And then let's do 4 jumps of minus 1, since we have 4 in the ones place. So after that, we get 32. Okay. Now we have one more problem left. $55 minus 41. So in the ones place, oh sorry, we're doing a number line here. That is my mistake. So we have 4 in the tens place. So that would be 4 jumps. So we do minus 10, then we do another minus 10, then we do another minus 10, then we do another minus 10. So 4. And then we get to 15, then we have 1 in the ones place. So let's do minus 1, let's get to 14. So this equals 14. So those are how we got all these answers: 72, 61, 31, 10, 32, and 14. So you can check those. And then let's try a couple of problems here. Let's see. Okay, never mind. Yeah, this is okay. This is a good place to stop. So hopefully you guys got a good amount of practice in these and learned something. And if you want to rewatch the videos, you can go to this channel. This is the handle. This is link. It's called Elementary Math with Mr. J. That was the video, that was the grouping video, the without grouping and the number lines. We watched this video from Miss Delic. So you can check out these channels. They have videos on other topics, and you can rewatch those videos.